Hi, this Miss Melinda. Welcome to Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva Show. How is all of my 970, 76 or 79? I got 900 and almost 80 subscribers. So I'm about to bust 1,000 subscribers. Hallelujah. Hey, gang, it's time for us to celebrate. Now, you just got all my old subscribers and new subscribers. Welcome to my show tonight. I miss you. You guys are my friends. I love you so much. I haven't had any close friends in years. And I just love talking to you guys and entertaining you guys and teaching you classes all at the same time. And I just hope that you guys are studying, my classes. And right now, I keep telling you, so when you first get, for all you new viewers and new fans and new students, when you first get into Melinda's, at Melinda Krivitz's YouTube channel, it'll say, welcome to Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva Show. To all my new subscribers, new fans, and followers. And you have to hit the video button, okay? Don't be in, if you're in home, you're not going to ever see my newest updated that day's uploaded videos. If you are in home or shorts, you will not see my most recent uploaded videos. So you have to press the word videos. It'll go right into rows and rows of all my videos. I'm up to 59 videos. And I'm teaching biology. I'm focusing on biology right now. But you can dip around and have fun. All of you, the new people and my fans have been with me from the beginning. Keep activating all my videos. Even the old ones are just as new as this, just because they were filmed 4 months ago. If you haven't seen them, it's as new as this one, right? Yeah. So I need you guys' help because these costumes are costing me a fortune. And my makeup is costing me a fortune. And I need a total of 3,000 public watch time in 12 months. Well, I've already busted 2,000 public watch time. So I don't think I'm going to have a problem getting that last third, 3,000, that last 1,000, which will make 3,000. I could probably bust another 1,000 within 2 to 3 months at the rate I'm going. I'm really, people are just subscribing, hitting me. I guess they check me out, they view me, they follow me for a little while, and they decide, hey, this is a fun show and very educational. I think I'll hop in here, and I'm just getting subscribers all over the place. Yeah, I think I said in my head earlier, I have 30 or 31, I think, or 30 or 29, something like that. I have either 29, 30, or 31 people to go, and that's it. And I will break 3,000 hourly watch time in 4 months. And they give you 12 months. So they've been trying to force me into the higher income bracket one. But I don't want to be pushed to have, I only need 500 subscribers. No, for the upper income, you need 1,000 subscribers. Well, that's not a problem for me. But I don't want the pressure of having to get 4,000 public hourly watch every 12 months to stay in the higher income bracket. I didn't even start this show for money. I do this for fun. I love to do this. I enjoy it, yes. And I will do it until I can't physically or mentally do it anymore. So please, if you will help me get that last 1,000 so I can start asking you guys for tips. And I guess my assistant told me that I can, once I pass through, once I get this third thousand, once it totals up to 3,000 public watch time hours, I've already got twice as much as the subscription. So then I will go through a process with applying, and my assistant will walk me through everything, because I'm not real good at doing directions all on my own. So he's going to get me through it. And when I get to it, and they say, okay, you're all set, I'm going to have them, your tips be sent to YouTube. I'll get some kind of YouTube address, and they'll just make a direct deposit into my checking account. But, so I'm trying to hurry this through, because I'm doing this for free. You see I've created 59 videos. Do you know I have to work on advertising when I'm not writing my notes and researching as to what I'm going to teach that night? I have to do that. I do that on a slow pace. I sit in my bed. And I write notes, and I have headphones blasting. I can see on the TV, like AC/DC or anybody, and that keeps me revved up and going, and I just keep writing up the notes. But that takes me all day. I've been working on that, and then I have to put on my expensive makeup and all that. So we got to get me going where I can ask you guys for tips. Because I've been working for free since around February 13th. Yeah, and I mean, it takes me all day. I had to I put my grease makeup, like my cocoa butter I call grease, and 2 foundations on a bunch of times in the day. And at the last minute, I do my eye makeup. So I'm working like round the clock to get where I've got, this far. So let's get the show going. And all you newcomers, for everybody, I want you to have fun, and always watch my new uploads first. So when you get new uploads, watch the uploads first and enjoy them, because they're brand new. And so that it makes it really fun. So you can watch a few times each upload. When I upload 2 or 3 at a time, or I'll do 2 or 3, and then like 2 days later, I'll do another, like a 4th one. So I'm really feeding you classes, but I don't want to feed too fast, because I want you to stay. Okay, I have lowered the time of how much my classes are. So I would like you to try and stay with me the whole class, okay? And then after class, I joke around a little bit, but if you had enough, then you can hop off. Okay, let's get the show on the road. And newcomers, I can't keep telling you, everybody, the same things over about me. My new fans are going to have to go. You're going to have to go to where I started this whole show. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to go where I started this whole show. Okay? And fix my top. There. I'm always fixing my clothes in front of my fans. Melinda, what are you doing, little girl? What are you doing? Okay, shall we get started? Okay. Just newcomers, listen, and you'll catch on. And tomorrow, or when it's in the daytime, whenever you can, get started. I want you to go. All my new fans, go to after you watch all the new uploads. Everybody go to biology class 1. and watch my biology class in numerical order. They're all mumble jumbled up. I keep having trouble trying to get them in order. I can't do it. So we have at least I think this is like my 14th show, maybe, or 50. I'm not sure. But so after you watch my fun uploads, I got to talk a little quieter. I would like you to go to biology class 1. And then after biology class 1, you go to 2, 3, all the way up to class 14 or 15, wherever it's at, okay? It's real important to me that you learn this class and you do it in numerical order. They're just messed up, but biology's all at the top of the screen. You just have to push videos. It's the only way you're going to get the most recent, updated, uploaded videos. Okay, let's begin. Biology class. So we're still dealing with skeletons, muscles, and bones. So it's a the easiest class I think we've had so far the whole time I've been, running my show. So here we are. Let's go. Okay? Are we ready? Okay? All right. Is everybody listening? Okay, here we go. Biology class. The title is Muscle Contractions. Okay? Okay. Is my head getting too close? It is. There. I pushed it away. Okay. Okay. That's good. Now, muscle contractions. I'm going to try to talk softer. Shh. Okay. The other element necessary for muscles contractions is adenosine triphosphate. I don't know what to do with these hard, difficult words. I'm telling you, go try Googling the hard words yourself. But you're not going to know. You got to watch it 20 times to try to hurry up and start writing the two words down. But they're adenosine triphosphate. See, what I have to do is go through each class and get the definition of all the difficult words. It's a real problem. I should have brought my laptop and Googled these words. Adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. Oh, I see. So ATP comes from adenosine triphosphate, or ATP for short. We cover this energy storing molecule, quote unquote. It says we cover this energy storing molecule. Energy storing molecule. Okay? So, in greater detail in chapter 5, well, obviously you don't got the book. Okay. A muscle fiber contains only enough ATP to sustain a contraction for about 1 second. After muscle cells use up their available ATP, they get more by, and here's a new label, they get more by using energy from stored phosphocreatine molecules. Yeah, I'm going to have to look up these words for you guys tomorrow and put it in tomorrow night's class, because these are really hard words. I'm telling you, it's the easiest class. Okay, so let's start this title here. Using energy from stored phosphocreatine molecules, phosphocreatine, which is made up of ATP. And what's ATP, you guys? It's adenosine triphosphate. That's ATP. See, I'm starting to learn it because I've been writing it over and over. Which is made up of ATP and creatine. comma, forms during periods of no contraction, comma. Okay, talk softer, Melinda, okay. It's quickly broken down it's quickly broken down to release. It's quickly broken down to release. Okay, to release more ATP, okay? To release more ATP. As the low amounts of ATP in a muscle cell are used up. Okay, number 2, label, increasing the rate of cellular respiration. Yes, increasing the rate of cellular respiration. Okay, muscle cells are loaded with mitochondria organelles that perform cellular respiration. I'm going to have to look up these words and put it. I have to do a class tomorrow too. I'm gonna look up these words. Maybe I should start doing it right when I do that class. Do those words instead of going back to biology 1, 2, and 3 and Googling the definition of those hard words. I should start Googling, keep these notes. Yeah, and then I don't have to watch myself to get the words. Okay, I'm going to Google all these hard words for you guys tomorrow, and it'll be in the class tomorrow night that I'm teaching. Okay, so it says increasing the rate of, my leg's getting sore, hold on. Okay, increasing the rate of cellular respiration. Muscle cells are loaded with mitochondria organelles that perform cellular respiration. During cellular respiration, the mitochondria use oxygen to break down food molecules and transfer their energy to ATP, described in chapter 5. I'm sorry, I keep saying it. As your muscle cells use up their ATP, you breathe harder to supply them with more oxygen so they can do more cellular respiration. Okay? Okay, new label, new title. Okay. New title. Recycling ADP. Now this is something different letters. That one's ADP. Okay? It's a D. Recycling ADP molecules into ATP, which we already learned. I'm not going back there. Okay. Every time a muscle cell uses an ATP molecule for energy, a phosphate is removed, producing adenosine. Adenosine. A-D-E-N-O-sine. S-I-N-E. Adenosine. Diphosphate. Oh my God. I'm going to have to look up these words for you guys tomorrow. I'll Google them. Or ADP. Human muscle cells take every 2 molecules of ADP, okay, and produced during contractions, and recombine them to make a new ATP molecule, a new ATP molecule plus is the word, plus a molecule of adenosine. I was just teaching you. Monophosphate, or AMP. AMP probably stands for adenosine monophosphate. It's probably AMP. I'm going to have to look up those words and make a class out of that. I might have to have 2 classes. I got because we can't learn it when we don't know what meaning of these words are, Resorting to, okay, here's a whole new little start. Okay, this little title is resorting to, but these are all under the title that I first read to you, okay? Okay, but here's a little label under all that. Resorting to lactic acid fermentation. Lactic acid fermentation, gotta be quiet, which produces a small amount of ATP through the partial breakdown of glucose, is a worst case scenario for muscle cells, okay? Cells make a lot more ATP for each glucose molecule they break down by cellular respiration than they do by lactic acid. So cells resort to lactic acid fermentation only when ATP can't be obtained through cellular respiration, a situation that can occur when body's oxygen stores are depleted. According to the sliding filament, we've had that word filament before, okay? These words are going to all get looked up. I'm going to start looking them up the class that I just did. Instead of trying to go back and look up. Okay. According to the sliding filament theory, muscle contraction occurs via the following process. Okay. Number 1, ATP binds to the bulbous. Didn't we have this last night? So it's like bulb, like a light bulb, and then us, like you owe us. That's study techniques I taught myself in 40 years on and off of 3 different colleges. Okay, so you say bulb, like a light bulb, so you won't forget. B-U-L-B, you know how to spell light bulb, right? B-U-L-B, and then you owe us. Owe us, that's it. Bulbous. Okay, ATP binds to the bulbous end of myosin filament. Okay, back to that word again. And splits into a molecule of ADP plus a molecule of inorganic phosphate. And they put a P, maybe that stands for phosphate. The ADP and P stay attached to the myosin. Yeah, I'll be looking up these words. It's given us an idea, but we don't know nothing until all these words are interpreted. They should be defining them as they go, yeah. Because, this is just a beginner's biology class, and they should have the answers there for you. Let me get a sip of this is my green tea. I just figured out the one green tea I buy in the can with cucumber, it don't say diet. I think that's why my weight shot up to 168 pounds. You have to buy family-sized green tea has diet, but big family-sized bottles diet. Yeah. So, but it was just the cucumbers. When I tasted it with cucumbers, the taste was just phenomenal. Okay. Okay, let's go. Pull the blouse over. All right. So, number 2. Calcium binds to the troponin. We've had this too. And the actin filament. We've had all this. But, because we're still in bone, skeleton, muscles. That's why we're getting all the same rhetoric. But then they threw some heavier rhetoric that we didn't have at this last bone, skeleton one. This one's throwing some new ones. Okay. And old ones, you know. So calcium binds to the troponin. T-R-O-P, pon, P-O-N, and then I-N-N, like you're inside. Troponin. In the actin filament, which causes the tropomyosin in the actin, I have to look up actin filament. We have that word, yeah, in the last class. I'm going to have to look these up and teach this tomorrow night. To move out of the way so the binding sites on the actin filament can open. Okay. 3. After the actin filament's binding sites are exposed, myosin binds to the actin, which causes myosin to release the ADP and P. Number 4, when myosin releases the ADP and P, so it can link to actin, the shape of the bubbles, here we are, the light bulb owe us, you owe us. The bubbles, okay, the bulbos. Unless you can see the word, you're not going to understand what I'm saying. Like, you wouldn't even know how to spell it. But it's simply a light bulb spelling, and you owe us. Owe us is after B. I would say in college, you owe us, but there's not a you. It's you owe us. To remember, it's owe us, and you take out the you, and you say owe us. So it's a light bulb, and then owe us. So it can link to actin, the shape of the bulbous end of the myosin filament, chances, these magic markers, changes. The bulbous end of the myosin filament changes, and the actin filament slides toward the middle of the sarcomere, which we've heard, pulling the Z lines. I got to look up those Z lines tomorrow. At the end of the sarcomere, closer together. Okay, 5. We're getting there, guys. 5. The connection between, y'all with me? Are you listening to class so you can learn? Have y'all started class 1 yet? Biology 1 went back. And a lot of you should be through all 14 classes, you know, if you were here when I started. But it is a lot of, you know, time. But just try to keep going to the next biology class and the next one. And don't get, you know, intimidated by the words you don't. Just Google them as you go. That's what you need to do. When you go through my my class biology in numerical order, you come to a word you don't know, you Google it right away and write it down. That's what you need to do. Because it's really hard for me to try to do all 14 classes. The meanings, you know. I'm going to do this one. We're going to start with, I'm going to do this one. Okay. So, number 4 continued. We'll start there. Toward the middle of the sarcomere, pulling the Z lines at the end of sarcomere closer together. 5. The connection between the actin and myosin filaments breaks when another ATP molecule attaches to the bulbous end of the myosin filament. Okay. Oh, my nose is itching. It's pollens and molds in the air and pollens, you know, and dust and stuff. Okay. All right, you guys got to keep listening. I'm going to start reading the class faster and try not to make any in-between comments because we need to get through this. It's getting late. Okay, now we're starting a new chapter in this class, chapter 15, biology. Okay, and the title for this new chapter 15. The title is Going with the Flow, colon, respiratory and circulatory systems. So that'll still be interesting and not that difficult if we could stay away from those supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Everything you think of is quite atrocious. Have you ever heard of this? Well, I made the end up. The ending part I made up. But if you're old enough, it's Mary Poppins, where she floats away with an umbrella. Okay. Every living thing needs to be able to exchange materials. Think food, oxygen, and waste products with the environment and circulate these materials around their bodies. Complex animals use respirator systems to exchange gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide with their environment and circulatory. Okay, chapter 15 continued, and it's still called Going with the Flow, Respiratory and Circulatory Systems. Okay. Systems often called cardiovascular systems, quote unquote. Well, that one everybody should know. Cardiovascular systems. Systems often called cardiovascular systems. When they're in animals with backbones, to move nutrients and gases around their bodies, okay? In this chapter, we present some of the different processes used by animals to exchange and move important materials. In particular, we focus on the details of the human respiratory and circulatory system, okay? So, passing gas, colon, how animals breathe, quote unquote, breathe. All animals, from worms and fish to insects and humans, must exchange gases between themselves and their environment constantly throughout every moment of their lives. Simple animals exchange gases throughout their entire body surfaces, whereas more complex animals have respiratory systems that process the air from the environment, okay? So you got to watch this class over and over too, all of them, okay? This latter group relies on breathing to simultaneously move oxygen gas from the air into the body and remove carbon dioxide gas from the body and return it to the air. Ultimately, whichever way an animal dies, the actual exchange of gases between the animal and its environment occurs across a moist surface, period. Then respiration is the entire process of taking air and exchanging needed gas for unnecessary gases, using the needed gases, and releasing the waste form of gases. Animals use 4 types of gas exchange systems. That's what we're going to learn right now. Okay. Passing gas, how animals breathe, continued. Animals use 4 types of gas exchange systems, which we cover in detail in next sections. Okay, colon. First label under what I'm teaching you, number 1. This is a new word, integumentary exchange. Teg, T-E-G, integumentary. So like gum and then mentary. Integumentary exchange. See how I figure out words like that? But we'll all have to ask ask the Microsoft Assistant, could you pronounce this word? I'm not going to try again. Listen to the class 100 times. And then ask how the computer will verbally tell you. Yeah. You just get help if you don't know how to look it up. So, occurs through the outer surface of an animal. Worms and amphibians employ, oh, my legs are getting sore, employ this system. Gills are external structures that exchange gases in watery environment, which is why you find gills on many forms of marine life. That's why you find gills on many forms of marine life. Okay? Oh, we only got one last page. You with me? Yippee, and then we can all go to bed. Or whatever country you're in. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? This one's called tracheal exchange systems. Rely on a network of tubes that end in holes to move oxygen and carbon dioxide throughout the bodies of certain types of insects. Lungs are, okay, next one. This is the fourth one and we're done. The fourth one. Lungs are internal structures. Lungs are internal structures that use diffusion to transport gases into and out of the body. Land animals, including humans, marine mammals such as dolphins and whales, have lungs, period. And that's our biology class for today. How'd you like that, guy? Well, we came through like maybe 6 really long words, you know. I'm going to try to look those words up and teach the class telling you what this all means. And see if I can get all of us, because I don't understand it any more than you do with these words. You know, I had medical terminology twice, but these words weren't in there. No, not these particular, no. So, how are you guys doing out there? Let's see, what night is this? This is, this is Monday night. Well, I got to get to bed because I have to teach another class tomorrow night and record it. Yeah. Okay, guys. So those of you who have not subscribed, would you please subscribe and hit my like button, please? And if I smile, no, I got that all messed up. If you subscribe, I will smile for you. See, I got bright white teeth. I say this at the end of every class. I want everybody to know they're my own bright white teeth. Their roots are implanted and they grow into the gums, and then, 5 months later, after the roots are all healed, they put in the brand new bright white teeth, two at a time or 3 at a time here and there. And so these teeth do not come out. These teeth do not come out. There was no way I was going to be wearing dentures. I wanted my own effing teeth. And I wanted bright white ones. Yeah. Mine were never like as bright white as this, even when I was, first got my adult teeth. They weren't, as bright and thick and heavy as these are. So if you subscribe, I'll smile for you. Please subscribe. Oh, please, please, please. Oh, look at me, Doc. I'm asking you, please, would you subscribe and watch my videos with me? I love all of you. I love all my fans. I've been so lonely. And now I got all my friends, and I think about you guys every day, and you get to hear bits and pieces of my life. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go. And please watch as many videos as you can, okay? But focus on my biology, okay? In numerical order as they are numbered. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I love you all. Okay, bye. I love you.